Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Cleggs. My name is Jeanette and today I am coming to you from the northwest of England where I live with my husband. Today is Saturday the 2nd of August 2025. How is everybody? Again, I am a day late, but it seems to be the norm for me this just recently. We have had a bit of a hectic week with appointments and birthdays, and we've had visits from family. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic week. So anyway, at least to me, that's the main thing, isn't it? I haven't got a tremendous amount to show you because I haven't done a tremendous amount. Because we have, well, yeah, we'll go into shop update, not shop update. Oh, you see, my mind is, I have got one of them, but I'll tell you about that later. We'll go into life updates. Yeah, we've had a bit of, well, I'm not going to lie, a really stressful week this week. For me, more than anybody else. As I told you last week, I don't know how much detail I went into last week, but I'm having problems with my breast again. 6 years ago, I had breast cancer and I had a lumpectomy and a round of radiotherapy for a month. And last year, I was signed off for my 5-year clear. And just recently I started having problems. Anyway, I had to go to the hospital on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yes, I'd got all my days mixed up. So I had to go to the hospital, to the breast clinic, and they did me some mammograms, and I just knew. You just know, don't you? You have a feeling. I just knew something wasn't right. So everybody kept coming in and out. So they'd go in and have the mammogram and they'd go, right, Mrs. Smith, you're all clear, you can go home now. And then somebody else would come and go, and I was sat there and I thought, something's not right here. Anyway, about an hour after having my mammogram and sitting in the waiting room, a lovely lady came out and she said, we want to do a scan. Is that all right? So I said, yeah. Now, I won't go into too much detail. Oh, excuse me, because obviously I don't, not that I mind telling you about my problem. One of the main reasons I started my podcast was to record my journey of breast cancer. So in years and years to come, when I'm not around, that my family, my grandchildren, my children, whoever who knew me would be able to follow my journey and find out what happened through my life. Anyway, so I don't mind sharing. I'm quite happy to share, but not everybody wants to know the ins and outs. So I won't go that far. So I went in and had a scan. I don't know what they call them. She was a lovely lady. She did my scans and everything. And she said, I think I want to go and get the consultant. So the lady consultant came in and she messed about and did scans and under my arms and here, there and everywhere. And she said to me, how do you feel about having some biopsies while I've got you here? Well, I wasn't keen on the idea, don't get me wrong, who wants to have biopsies in the breast? But I knew it had to be done, so I said, yeah, just get on with it. Anyway, I thought it was 4 samples, but it was 6. They took 6 samples, so I had 6 biopsies in different areas. And they give you local anaesthetic when they make a small incision, and then the screen's here, so I quite happily watched it. I'm not squeamish like that. So I watched them do the biopsies and everything, but there was some that was far right round the top of my breast here and more underneath. She sort of paid a lot of attention to under my arm, which I have to say slightly concerned me a little, but let's not worry about anything until we know what's what. So she said, I do want you to come back and have a different kind of biopsy under there. Anyway, I have got to go back on Thursday of next week for a different kind of biopsy. The one that I'm having done, I've had done before, and I have to say, I'm not looking forward to that because it isn't a pleasant one. But again, it has to be done, so it is what it is. You just get on with it, don't you? So I'm hoping by next Thursday that I will have my results. I know they're going to do more biopsies, and maybe they'll wait till they get the results back for that. I don't know. And that is how far we stand with the breast. I think there is something there. I don't know what it is. They didn't give me any inkling. I didn't want to ask because I think it's very unfair on them until they know they can, because they can't, can they? They can't say anything to you. So that was on Tuesday. We didn't do anything on Monday. On Tuesday, I was at the hospital nearly all day. My appointment was for 9:30 and I got back home at 3. Wednesday, I went to my second appointment, which was for my breathing. I had another breathing test and for a smear test. I had a smear test last year that came back abnormal. I'm falling apart, aren't I? I had a smear test that came back slightly abnormal last year, but nothing that they said they wanted to worry about. So they wanted to repeat it in 12 months. So I've had that done and I'm waiting for that result. My breathing, I was put on a different breathing machine and they've changed my medication up and it didn't particularly help that much. I go on this machine that I have to blow into, and I mean, if you're asthmatic, you'll probably have had this done before, but you have to blow into this machine and you have to blow and get a car to a certain level and then try and even out your breath to get the car to the end. Which is quite difficult to do. Anyway, eventually I did get it done. Now, the first reading was 69 and Wednesday's reading was 66. So it hadn't gone down that much. So they've put me on different medication now. So that was that. Wednesday, I didn't really do much. I was feeling a little bit battered and blue. I've got a bit of bruising and one thing and another, and my arm's a bit sore. So I didn't really do very much on Thursday. I'm not going to lie, I felt a little bit sorry for myself, which is not like me because I try not to be. I try to be as upbeat and positive as I possibly can. But I think that day I just felt like I needed to chill out, have a rest and, let the world go by kind of thing. And then on Friday, it was Mr. C's birthday. 1st of August, he was 71. So we decided we would go out for lunch. So we went out for lunch. We had a lovely day out. We had a walk. And then in the evening, the children came, the grandchildren came. Oh, it was a lovely day. We had a really, really nice day yesterday. Hence me not doing my podcast because we were busy with family. And I did think about, when they'd gone, it was quite late. It was about 7-ish, 7:30, something like that. And I did think about doing a podcast and I thought, no, I'm not. I'm sure everybody will be very understanding and won't mind. So I decided not to do a podcast. So here I am today. So that is our life update for this week. It's been a very, very uneventful week for niceties. There's nothing nice happened this week apart from Tim's birthday yesterday, which was lovely. But yeah, it's been a week of appointments and soreness and a slight worry. But yeah, like I say, it is what it is. But as always, I shall keep you updated. As soon as I know anything, I'll let you know something. So yeah, that is this week's update. The weather today, I forgot the weather. The weather today is beautiful. We've got a little bit of a breeze coming in. Sun shining and quite pleasant. We've been out for a nice long walk, Tim and I, this morning. I've caught up with my daughter, had a nice conversation with her. She was walking around the meadow with Betsy and Tim and I was walking around our fields. So that was nice. We were sort of having a walk together, but over the phone. But never mind, it's better than nothing, isn't it? But yeah, the weather here is supposed to be changing tomorrow. Now, I can't remember what the storm is called. And apparently it's quite unusual for this time of year. I want to say Floris. I want to say Storm Floris, but I don't know. I don't know if that's it. I'll put it on the screen. I will have a look when I finish recording. I'll put it on the screen and I'll let you know. And that is supposed to be blowing in at some point tomorrow afternoon. And then all hell lets loose on Monday, apparently. Really high winds, driving rain. And I've got an appointment with a very important friend to go and have coffee and cake at Black Sheep. Yeah, so I'm going to speak to Karen tomorrow because I am not good at driving in the rain. I can drive. It doesn't bother me at all. But my eyesight is not what it was. And when it rains really hard and it's windy, I don't like driving. So we'll have to just see. Karen's doing things this weekend, so we'll speak to her when she gets back home. Right, so the first thing I'm going to tell you about is I've had a naughty. Let me get rid of that message. Now, this morning I got up and before I start, let me tell you, I have seen snippets of this and I'll be honest, because it's only been little bits of snippets, I've not took much notice at all of this blanket. Well, I got up this morning and my lovely Instagram friend, Claire, I will put her Instagram name underneath. I think it's Crochet with Claire, something like that. She has just done a test knit for the Borough UK. Are you ready? I had to buy the pattern. I had to. Oh, look at that. Is that not just adorable? Oh, I love it. So it is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And the Cal starts. It started today, or was it yesterday, as in the 1st of August, as in you could download the pattern. And then it's updated every week on Ravelry of each part. I'm not sure, because I haven't read completely through it yet. I am not sure how many weeks it runs. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And you know what I love about it? They're just little squares. There's a few of these borders, but most of them, I think, are little squares. And that's what attracted me. Because, I mean, I've got 101 projects going already. But so one more doesn't matter. And right now, it's the least of my worries. I don't care how many projects I've got, as long as I'm occupied. So I headed right over to Ravelry. I purchased the pattern. And I've also purchased the kit, which is ridiculously, and as I mean ridiculously, affordable. I think it was supposed to be £27 or £28.99, and it was £22. Yeah, so we can make this blanket. And the pattern is reduced, or when I say it's reduced, if you purchase it and follow along with the crochet along, I paid £3. And then at the end of it all, you can purchase the pattern for £6. So for £25, I can make this blanket. You just can't argue with that, can you? That's just, I love it. Absolutely love it. I know what you're thinking. You've already got a love art blanket on the go, but who cares? Who cares? So that was my treat. So this is from Ravelry, and I will leave a link for this in the description box below. If you're watching, Claire, thank you very much for that, because you have enabled me to do another project. And I purchased the yarn pack from Wool Warehouse, which again, I will leave a link for in the description box below. I can't remember how many there was when I purchased mine. I think there was something like, and again, I'll put it on the screen if it's wrong, but I think there was something like 66 packs left, something like that. So yeah, that starts next Friday. So I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I'm just having a glass of water today. Right, I have finished one thing, but it's not complete. It just needs a little bit of decorative stitching on the front. And it is Toast and Marmalade. I've finished them. I'll take Toast out. You've seen him before and you've seen the basket, but I just need to put the decorative rows on here. One of my lovely subscribers suggested this deep navy, and I think I'm going to go for that because I think that will look really, really nice. I do think I'd like to make them a blanket. I'd like them to have one of the little, I haven't got the book with me. There's like a tiny little rabbit, a cuddler, you know, like a lovely little rabbit. And I think I was thinking about hanging some carrots from here. So I'm going to try and get that finished next week because it's not a lot to do. Like I say, I've only got flowers to put on here, make a couple of lovies, maybe a little blanket and hang some carrots on there. And then I'm going to call that finished. So you've seen the bed. I showed you the bed last week. Yeah, that's that inside, and I couldn't be happier. I love it. I was really pleased when I managed to figure it out in my head. Anyway, this is Toast that I made, don't know how long ago now, maybe a month, 2 months, and Mr. C did him a name tag, Toast. And then this week, I love this one, I made Marmalade, and obviously Marmalade is a young lady. So I have done her some bigger ears. I don't know why. I thought she needed bigger ears. Look. Oh, I love them. So I've done her some bigger ears. I've done her some lovely long eyelashes and an extra little bit of mouth at the bottom. And she's got, I can't keep my hands still, can you see? She's got her name tag Marmalade. So I finished Toast and Marmalade. So hopefully next week, all the little bits and pieces will have been done for that. Oh, I had so much fun making this one. It's just such a nice thing to make. If you take your time, you can make most of it on the machine. You just have to sew really slowly around certain bits, like round the corner. You have to be careful when you're doing the bit at the back for the head, and it's the same for the body. Just take your time, and then you have to whip stitch all at the back here to close up where because obviously you have to stuff it. And I used a really, really strong button thread, which gave me then a little bit more taut, so I could pull it a bit tighter. So it brought it in and made it a bit neater. But this is such a fun make. It really is. So yeah, here we have Toast and Marmalade. The felt that I used was a 30% wool and 70%, I want to say viscose, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I bought it from the one for Marmalade, the felt from Marmalade, can't get it out. I bought from Abercarn in Bolton. And I think the felt for Toast, I got this from, I think I got this from Angela at the Bobbin Patch. The only thing I haven't done for Marmalade, I haven't put a tail on, I've just remembered. So she needs a tail as well. Anyway, I finished them, which was really, really nice. I think that's what I did. I did that half of the weekend. I don't know if it was Saturday I sewn that or Sunday. I sewn most of the bits. And then I think on Monday, I just whip stitched all the bits together and put a limbs on, which was really nice. I enjoyed that. And then you all know I'm making Jacob Marley. I won't get his body because you've seen his body. And I'm actually making Jacob in the order it says on the pattern. I mean, normally I'm naughty. I really am naughty. I'll tell you something. Well, I'll explain to you why I think I know best, but I don't. And I normally just do what I want. I think, well, I don't fancy doing his head. I'll do his arms today. And I don't fancy doing his leg. I'll do his head today. Well, I thought, no, with it being, excuse me, such a large piece of work, and I want it to be right, I thought I'm going to do it exactly as it says on the pattern. So if you are new around here, this is Jacob Marley, the ghost of Jacob Marley that I am making. And I'll just show you quickly. Bear with me. Again, if you're new, this is his body. It's Mahusif. So we finished that last week. And then it tells you the next thing to do is his collar, which is very boring. I would imagine it goes like this. In fact, I think it does. So that's his collar. So I don't know, but I'm guessing that's going to sit on there like that. And like I say, I don't know because I haven't gone any further than what I'm doing because I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. But I would imagine that sits on there like that, and then his head will sit in the middle. So we've done his collar, and now I am up to his head. And this is how far I have got. So again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is his skull. This is the top of his head. And then this ear is going to be his face. You have to keep changing colours. And I would imagine it's going to be quite a big head. But then, when you think about it, I guess it has to be, doesn't it, really? I mean, that's his head. And at the moment, looks quite silly, doesn't it? But I would imagine it would have to be quite big to go with the size of his body. So, yeah, that is how far I have got on Jacob. Like I say, I didn't take any crocheting with me or any knitting with me to any of my appointments, which I should have done really. I can't believe I didn't do. because when I went to the hospital over my breast, there was absolutely nowhere to park. So poor Tim was driving round and round. Anyway, he managed to find a parking space on our local B&Q, but you could only stay there for 3 hours. And I said to him, why didn't you come home? He said, I never thought about that. Because we live literally 10 minutes from our hospital. Literally 10 minutes. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, this is his head. So hopefully next week we'll have some shape or so in his head. Let me tell you what I am using. I am using Rico Ruma DK. The colours are all very, very, I keep saying this every time I show you, I think the colours are so drab. But he's a ghost, so they're going to be, aren't they? Look. Anyway, don't want to get into that too much because you've already seen it and I don't want you to be bored. So yeah, that's how far I've got with Jacob. I am trying to keep going with him or just do a little bit every week because, like I say, I would really, really like to get him finished and have him sat on my mantle or on my desk over here at Christmas time. Excuse me, I've got dry lips. I think once the head is done and the arms and legs, which I think is the most, then it's all bits and pieces. It's like his jacket. I think you have to sew buttons on, you have to do bits of collar and all sorts of stuff like that. And I always find that when I'm making something like this, and especially crochet amigurumi, if there's lots of little bits that need putting together to make up one bit, like you think that thing around the neck here is just his collar, but there might be like triangles that you have to put on that flick over so it looks like he's got a collar on, a literal collar on a shirt, and it can take forever. So yeah, I'm really, really conscious about trying to keep on top of doing a little bit of Jacob every week. And then the next thing, this is it. This is the last thing I've got to show you. I've not even done any paper crafting, but never mind. The next thing I've got to show you is my Tilda doll. I'd have started my Tilda doll last week. I don't think I had. And I think I put a picture up on the screen. For some reason, I printed out in black and white, which is not like me. Anyway, this is what I am making. And I am doing, well, I'm not sure which one I'm doing yet. I'm definitely not decided about hair colour, but I don't know whether to crochet her dress or make one from fabric. Can't decide yet. I'm going to wait till the doll's finished. I'm going to do the doll, do her facial features and her hair, and then I think I'll decide on what I'm going to do, whether it be a sewn dress or a crochet dress. Now, I think this looks really good. It's big. It's going to be big. But I think I'm going to hang it on the wall somewhere. I'm not sure, but let me show you. So this is how far. Her legs are a bit lopsided because she's been bent. Hold on. This is the Tilda doll. It is so well constructed. It really, really is. Obviously, I can't go into too much detail because it's a paid for pattern. But look, even down to the tiny little detail of laces in her boots. And then she's got this beautiful, let me see if I can pull it out and you can see it. And it's really, really fun. Like a beautiful lace pantaloons, and these are her pants. Then you shape here, so if you wanted to, she can sit down, and you shape here so she can sit down like this. How clever is it? I just think it's so cleverly constructed. And then you add her arms, and then a neck, and now I'm at the stage now where I have to increase for a head. So yeah, this is my Tilda doll, and I couldn't be happier. I think she's fab. So I'm really hoping that I'll get her finished as well. My ideal thing is to get Tilda finished, to get Jacob's head finished, to get a couple of cuddlies and maybe some carrots done on toast and marmalade. And I'd also like to cast off, I'm almost ready to cast off on my shawl. And if I can do that this week, I'll be really, really happy. Fingers crossed. So yeah, this is how far my Tilda doll. I love her legs, aren't they fab? I'm not so keen on this here, but I don't like sewing, but I'm not good at it, but it is what it is. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Yeah, it is what it is, and I can't do anything about it. I've tried to do it as neat as I could. The legs weren't so bad because you did them underneath the frill of the pantaloons, so. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I'm trying to not be so hard on myself. But yeah, I love it. So watch this space. Her head's next. Right, so for this, it's in one of my favourite bits. I love this bag. Absolutely love it. And this is by Moo and Mouse. And I am using, Sheepy's Soft Fun. Oh, I've had my nails done as well. Forgot to tell you. Wednesday after I'd been to the doctor's in the afternoon, I thought, oh, I'm fed up of going getting miserable stuff done. I'm going to get my nails painted. So I went and had some new, what's it called, this polish? Gelish or something like that. Anyway, I digress again. So it's Sheepy's Soft Fun. This is, the body is done, or a pants and a top is done in light rose, and that is colour 2513. If anybody wants to do the same colour, just back to front so you can see the jogs. And her body colour is lace, which is 2426, and that is Soft Fun lace. And then her boots are like a very, very light taupe, but let me have a look. I haven't got a ball band for that, and I can't tell you what colour that is, but that is what I did a boots in. It's lovely to work with this yarn. Really, really nice. It can be a little bit splitter, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, I mean, it's something you can work with. It's not that bad that you can't work with it. You just have to sort of be quite aware that it splits and just be a little bit cautious with it. So yeah, that is my Tilda doll, which I'm really pleased with. In fact, when I've finished, I'll probably sit down for an hour and do her head. So at least her head, well, at least her body's complete then. She won't fit in, and I don't want to keep putting her in because I keep bending her legs and they keep going all funny. Please tell me, what are you making? Anything exciting? Are you still doing Christmas in July? Are you still finishing off? I have still got my socks to do. What have I got left for Christmas in July? I think just my socks. Is that it? Yeah, which I'm not too perturbed about again, because they're for my Christmas Eve. They're my Christmas Eve socks with my new Christmas pyjamas. So they'll get done throughout the rest of the year. Right, so I don't actually think I've got anything else to tell you. What I'm trying to do is, because obviously I mean, I shouldn't guess this, but I suppose you can't help it. But I'm guessing that I'm going to have some kind of treatment done again. I mean, it could just be that they say, oh yeah, you don't need anything, but I have a feeling I might have to. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stock my shop up with as many things as I can. So I have done quite a lot of sewing this week in between here, there and everywhere as well. And I'm going to do some sewing tomorrow and throughout next week up until Thursday. So I will be putting stuff in my shop throughout. And yeah, I'm just going to see how much I can get in case anybody wants anything, because if I do have to have anything done, then yeah, my shop will have to be closed for some time, I would imagine. And obviously, you've all been so wonderful to me. You're all so supportive. You all want to purchase me bags, and I just, yeah, I'm blown away by how loyal everybody is. It's wonderful, it really is, and I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to show you what's left in the shop. I did do all this last night, but quite late last night, so there's still quite a lot left, because I don't think there's a lot of people seen Instagram pages yet and things like that, the post. So I'll show you what I've got left, and then I'll show you what I've got to put in to finish. I've got to finish them to put them in. I had this little tiny piece of fabric left, and I thought I can't not use that for something. So I decided to make, look at this. It's 10 inches wide, but I put a really nice deep box bottom in. That is a fabulous size for crochet hooks, notions and whatnot. So that's in. This is all the new Tilda. It's the latest one that's come out. I think, I'm not sure when it came out, whether it was June, and it's called Sunflower. And then we've got another zipper pouch here. And they've all got my Crafty Clegg Creations laser etched tags hand sewn. I hand sew them on. And that is lined with a cream dimple. I love this fabric. You know how I all feel about Tilda. Tilda, Liberty. I think they're probably my most favourite fabrics, if I'm honest. I love these now. So I tried something different and put some crocheted lace on the bottom. Isn't it lovely? Well, I think it is. I think it looks really nice. So this one's got a linen boxed bottom or base bottom with a crocheted lace, the sunflower from the range. It's lined with it's like a creamy, very, very deep creamy, good quality. It's a really good quality cotton, like a deep cream quilting cotton. And then it's finished off with the Tim's famous diamond knots. So we've got this one. Then we've got this one. I love this. I love these ladies. And again, it's got the tags on, crocheted lace, linen base bottom. And I think that one has got, yeah, the cream. These are actually all in the shop now. Now, I love this one. This has got to be one of my favourite ones. Oh, do you not think that that looks so bright and cheerful? I love it. So this is, this has got a bottom, a base. I can't get my words out. A contrasting base of the cream dimple with matching drawstrings. It's got the dimple lining and then the Tilda sunflower with laser etched and Tim's diamond knots. Now I like this one. This is not, in fact, I'll show you them two last because they're not in the range. And then the last one that I've got, I have got more of this fabric in different colours, but I just ran out of time. I just ran out of time. This one is the sunflower, and again, laser etched, cream dimple and cream drawstrings with the diamond knots in. And then these are just when I say just, these are just a Tilda selection. So we've got this one, and this has got polka dot on the bottom with the lace and the etched, laser etched name tag. And that's got a deep cream as well. And then there's just this one. I love this size of bag. This is my favourite. Quite wide, but shallow, and it fits an awful lot in. This is a nice one. Same as the Notions pouch, and it's got the polka dot and deep cream. It fits a lot in, but I don't know whether I have an handbag. I've had a few handbags that are quite big, and I love to be able to fit a project bag in my handbag, and that's a perfect size for it. So we've got them in the shop. I have got these to go in that I haven't finished off, that I will get finished off today and put them in. They'll probably be in for tonight. But we've got DPN holders and lavender pouches, and they're going to come with the set of sock stitch markers. Let me see if I can get a set and show you. They're over here. I like to keep them on my rings so I know that they're all together. And you will get a set of the sock stitch markers. So we've got that one. And then this one with all get that. So I won't keep putting it up. And then this one, the red one. And the blue one. and I'm going to get them in this afternoon. And then I've just got, they're here all ready to do, just a couple. Let me see if I can get hold of it. Hold on a second. A couple of tiny little notions pouches, and it's going to have a laser etched notions pouch there with a pink zip, and the lining is the Michael Miller fairy dust. And that's it. That's all I've got to show and tell. Nothing else. Have I got nothing in here? It seems very boring at the moment. Oh, what's this? Oh no, that's nothing. Yeah, but it's just the week we've had. It really is just the week we've had. So I want to come on and say hello because I want to keep you all informed of what's happening. But yeah, that's all I've got to show you. So without further ado, I am going to now go and sort out these DPNs, get them photographed and put in the shop. And then I am going to sit and do my Tilda doll, which I'm thinking I might name her. I'm not sure yet. And I don't know whether to get her an handbag. I might make her a handbag. Well, it all depends on how she finishes off. Yeah, I might get Tim to do her a little, I was going to say a name tag, but she don't want a name tag, does she? I don't know what I'll get Tim to do her on the laser printer. Anyway, I'm just waffling on now, so I'm going to go. So thank you very, very much for joining me. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe. It is helping my little channel grow, and press that like button. I'll try and comment and get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, life is a bit hectic at the moment, and I do try to comment. So until next time, which will probably be next week, I shall see you soon. Take care, have a lovely weekend, and as always, happy crafting. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.